All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Heather Marie Show.
Yo,
Absolutely. And how are you doing today?
I am doing well. How are you? Uh-oh, I can't hear you now.
All right, there you go.
Oh, yeah, we go. Yeah, we
There we go.
good now.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, how's the night going?
Well, it's been a really busy day, but the night's been good. I got a little bit to eat,
Right, right.
ready for the show.
No, of course. We here.
Absolutely. Now, we were chopping it up just a little bit before the show,
Yes, we were.
and we were talking about different places that you've done music. Tell us where you started from.
Oh, well, first of all, me and Giovanni Pratt, born and raised Bronx, New York. Like I've been doing music ever since I was 12 years old. I don't really want to reveal my age, but I'm 46. I don't have a problem with that. So I've been doing music for a very, very long time. I come from a musically inclined family. For instance, like my stepdad is a DJ. He still DJs to this day, and he travels from Delaware to New York City, and he does his ones and twos. He has his own live radio station. He does stuff with. He's basically the one that really introduced me to the hip hop scene. I've always had a love for it, and of course, being from the Bronx, that was part of our culture. You go from one element to the next. You may start out on cardboard breakdancing, and then you move from that and then get into graffiti. Then from graffiti, you may go into emceeing a little bit, and then what you do is you see where you will fit. So with me, I fit more on the poetry side. Started with the poetry first. Then after that, I started seeing that I can put this on beat. And then after that, I just kept perfecting it and kept perfecting it to a point where now it's a way of life where I can walk out into the street and put a 16 together and go into the studio and create a song within a day or so.
That's dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So you started in the Bronx, and
hmm
then now you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, I live in Atlanta now. It's funny how that actually happened because if you ask a 17-year-old me, would I end up down south? I would look at you like you crazy. So the way things went was, during high school, I really wasn't taking hip hop very serious. My mom was very strict about me going to college, period. So, I wouldn't say I was the best academically, but I could hold my own. So I just started applying to colleges. I didn't really do any research on colleges. I just wanted to be accepted into one of them so this way my mom could leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So I got accepted into three colleges. My mom was still protective of me. She didn't want me to go too far away, so I chose Norfolk State, Virginia. I went to Norfolk State, Virginia for about half a year. Uh, when I went to college, it was transitioning away from, remember the paper FAFSA? Do you remember that?
Oh yes.
Yeah, remember that? Like, so with me, the first, I would say August, when you have to fill it out to see if you're eligible, it was on paper. They were transitioning away from paper to full scale online
Mm.
registration. Now you already know what happens with that. A lot of people's paperwork gets lost. A lot of things don't come in on time. So I get sent a letter stating that my financial aid has been approved. I can go ahead and go. So my mom gives me an ultimatum. Here she goes trying to scam me again. She's like, look, I really don't have the money for both of us to go. But what I can do is I can get you a Greyhound ticket, not a Greyhound, but a Amtrak ticket to VA, and I can only give you $150. You got to make that work. So my mom was expecting me to say, nah, I don't want to go. I'll just rather stay here and be under the nest. So I said, nah, I'll go. I went out there and I tried to make things work. Long story tolerable. I met my one of my friends, Bruce, who was in the Bronx with me, and I met my soon to be friend, roommate. His name's Ed, and we all lived together for a little bit. When things didn't work out was when I found out that my FAFSA was wrong. Once I found out my FAFSA was wrong, I was homeless. So I had
Oh
to make Yeah, I had to make that work. So all in within a week, I got a job at Ticketmaster. I had a rented room, and I made that work until I couldn't make it work no more. Once that happened, they messed up my fast for again. Yeah, I know they messed it up again. But here's where divine comes in. That divine energy comes in. So I'm sitting at a bus stop because it's over. Like Virginia has now became my second home. I ain't trying to go back to New York under my mom's rule and thumb. I already had a taste of being independent and I know I can make it work, right? So I'm sitting at this bus stop here by the school across the street from Church's Chicken, and all of a sudden this truck pulls up, rolls down the window, and he's like, "Yo, what you looking at?" And I was like, "I'm looking at my future." He was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "You ever thought about your future in the military?" And I told him, "No, not really." He was like, "Well, if you took this test and you scored really, really well, I can show you your options." All right. So I did that. I scored really, really high and decided to join the Air Force. Probably the best decision I ever made in my life. At first, I was skeptical. It was real hard for a person like me that's creative, very rebellious. Like, the military has no need for a person that's very, very creative and a mind of its own. You cannot operate in the military like that because you're going to question everything that comes your way, and the military does not like questions. They want you to do it a certain way, and you do that way 100 times. They don't care if there is they don't care about it being a shorter way. You do it this way and this way only. You don't ask us no questions. You don't rebel. You do what we tell you. If you're not that type of individual, you're gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing. My first 3 years, I spent it at Langley Air Force Base. I met some of the most beautiful walks of life that I'm still friends with to this day. It wasn't until I saw the real inner workings of the military when I went overseas. I spent a year in Korea. Korea had to be probably a gift and a curse because at the end of the day, it's a hardship tour. And for those that don't know what a hardship tour means, it means nobody can see you, nobody can come visit you, and you can't visit anybody. Like in the military, you can take leave and go anywhere you want to go to. But if you're at a hardship tour, you are stuck there for the time that you're supposed to be there. So for me, I'm there for 12 months. Now, as an ease, they give you a month for free to go anywhere you want to go. But once you're done with that month, you're back on the island until you're done. So what ended up happening is when you're in somebody else's country, you are now the foreigner. So you basically build a brotherhood with individuals because you don't know anybody else out there. So what you do is you gravitate to those that are basically your makeup. And that's what I did. And they are my friends to this day. And I'm telling you, my whole new philosophy and the way that I look at life came from Korea. I've seen them have absolutely positively nothing, and they were happy. And here we are at the States. We got everything we need, and we don't even share it with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That like there was one thing that I would say that was powerful. My sister asked for a blanket. You know, you could get things done in Korea. You just show them a picture of it, they'll make it for you. So
Wow.
as I'm walking down this corridor, because everything's corridors, and you know, you can go to a shop. Some shops are better than others, of course. So if you wanted like a blouse, like a Versace blouse made, you can show them a picture of it, give them a down payment of like $20, and they'll make it for you, and it'll be ready for next week. They'll measure you and everything.
Wow.
Right. So I was looking to get something done because we were having a black and white party.
Mm-hmm.
So now I usually go to a certain spot because again, not all seamstresses are created equal. I actually met somebody that I enjoyed their stitching. So I'm going down and I'm walking down, and everybody's closed except for this one store. He's open, but there's like a whole bunch of candles and things on his steps. So I bypass those steps, go in, and I speak to the guy. So the guy like breaks down and starts crying, and he walks off. So I guess when his family members comes from around and explains to me, he goes, "Hey, listen, I understand you need this, but right now we're going through a difficult time. our mom just passed.
Oh,
Right. He was like, I don't know if you noticed, but we're the only store open. There's a reason for that. And he said, every person that owns a store on this block has closed so we can make all the profits to pay for the funeral.
wow.
And I sat up there, I said, what? Like, we don't even do that.
No, nobody does that.
Nobody does that here in the States. They do that in Korea.
Wow, that's powerful.
That's real. Like, they have absolutely nothing. Like, now Osan is like, let's say, the Bronx of Korea, of South Korea. Seoul is the Manhattan of Korea, if that
Mm,
makes sense.
yes.
Seoul is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. It's Manhattan with just Asian people all around it, and they are so influenced by our culture that, like, I'm out there and they touching me and they treat me like I'm God. They touching my skin and they're like, wow, it's really not, because they're taught that the darker the skin, the more like harder it is, the more drier it is, or like, so they're touching me and they're like really intrigued. I've never been around something like that. Like, eyes wide open. I enjoyed every minute of it. And like, if it wasn't for the fact that I promised my mom I wanted to get a college education, I probably would have stayed another year in Korea. So from there, so from Korea, after that one hardship tour, this is how I ended up in Georgia. So we have something called the dream sheet. So when you do a hardship tour, they allow you to put your dream bases down on from like 1 to 10, from your most favorite to your least. So once you put all those bases down, you are almost guaranteed to get a base within that area. My stupid self, what I did was I put bases that were in different areas, in different locations. That's not how you should do it. So let's say you want a base in Miami. So you need to put that base plus bases that surround that area. So if you don't get Miami, at least you'll be close to it, right?
Mm, gotcha.
So I wanted to go back to the Virginia area. So, I put Langley Air Force Base. Then after Langley, I put Moody Air Force Base, which is all the way in Georgia. So I done skipped South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland. I skipped all of them. So what ended up happening was I got Moody Air Force Base, which is in a small town called Valdosta. You ever heard of Valdosta?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so Valdosta is the last major city in Georgia before you enter Florida,
Okay.
off of 75. It sounds dope, right?
Mhm.
Negative. There's absolutely nothing out there. When I got out there, when I hit the exit, it was cotton fields and I would say about a 10 mile straight road called Beemeth that led into downtown Valdosta. And you know what downtown Valdosta looked like?
Old
A
school living.
1956 newspaper.
Old school.
Yeah, very, very old school. The town had two Sam's Clubs, a Walmart, and a strip mall. They were so strict that they did not serve alcohol on Sundays.
Ooh, dry town.
Right, correct. So I don't come from those sort of cultures. I am from a city that never sleeps. So you can imagine how crazy it is for me to be in this small town with nothing to do, and the most livest places, Miami, 9 hours away. Atlanta, 4.5 hours away. So I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Mm.
So that's when I said, you know what? I think it's time for me to get out. I get out the military. Once I get out the military, I decide, it's time for me to probably go back to New York. I really don't want to go, but let me do this. I look at my orders and it says my hometown is Virginia. Now again, for those that don't understand, the military will move you to your home location for free. But my home is not Virginia. It's New York. So my only free move was to Virginia. And I wasn't trying to go back there. Love Virginia, but I've kind of outgrew it. I want to see other places. So the only thing I could do was stay here in Georgia. So that's what I did, and I made the best of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's definitely a culture shock. I mean, from the city to like small town, extra small town.
Extra small town, extra. Like it was so out of touch that Walmart was the club. Like I see your eyes like Walmart. I'm serious. Walmart was the club. Like if you really wanted to see what was happening within Valdosta, you go to Club Walmart. You
Walmart. Are
yeah,
they hanging
that's what
out?
we.
Are they parking lot pimping? Are they hanging out in the parking lot?
Yeah, they was parking lot pimping. They was parking lot pimping. I'm telling
Mhm.
you, like people would bring out some of the most fanciest cars. Like females would go in there dressed up and just walk the aisles. It was the most craziest thing I've ever seen. It like I'm telling you, they cocktail dresses, high heels. Yo, it was ill. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that. But again, people don't understand this or they don't realize this, but you become the environment that you are most accustomed to. So I basically started going to Club Walmart because there was nothing else to get into, and started looking forward to going because there was nothing else to get into. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm becoming the very environment that I disliked. You get what I'm saying?
That's
So it was a fun time. Valdosta really wasn't the most highlighted time of my life, but it did teach me something. It taught me that every day does not have to be a party. You need to learn how to sit still and relax and enjoy the environment around you. Valdosta was never really New York City. It closed. You know what I'm saying? It closed very early. So be be very mindful and wise of your time, and understand that you don't have to always live your life in a fast pace. You know, that was the Valdosta was the first place where I actually appreciated sitting in a rocking chair and drinking cold whiskey and people watch. It was a great experience, you know. So once I got out of Valdosta, I went to Athens, Georgia, to with the University of Georgia, and check this out. I became a co-host for the halftime hip hop show with DJ Black Star, and I co-hosted that for 2.5 years. We did a couple of interviews. We did Nappy Roots. Uh, Shout out to Fish Scale. That's still my dude. He actually has a brewery downtown here in Atlanta called Atlanta Tucky, and it's like right across the street from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I frequently visit that. Me and him chop it up every now and then. I got to um I got to interview Grits, girls raised in the South. I don't think they're together anymore. A part of that was Mercedes from Crime Mob. Nuck if you buck,
yeah.
Nuck
No,
if you buck, boy. We got to interview her. She's dope. I got to interview Amanda Diva, but I believe it's Amanda Sears now. She was cool. I didn't really get to talk to her too much. The interview that I did not get to participate in, because again I was a co-host, I didn't set any of this up, was the before he passed was Dolomite.
oh wow. So
Yeah,
that's pretty
so
big.
yeah, man, it like Dolomite. From what I understood, they were doing like a anniversary of Dolomite, and I don't know if you ever been to Athens. Athens at the time was a people's town. Like you had mom and pop everything. We even had mom and pop movie theaters where they showed nothing but old stuff like The Last Dragon, Dolomite. So that week, Dolomite was showing, and being that Dolomite was showing, they were doing a tribute to him, and they interviewed him, but I wasn't there. Now I can't remember the reason why I wasn't there, but when I found out, I was kind of devastated, you know. So from there, that's when I actually took music a little bit more serious. And then I just like started to dabble. I bought my first Apple computer by way in the military because I had my GI Bill. I was going to school. So with the GI Bill, they give you extra money. Once I paid my tuition, I had a little bit of change left. I bought me a laptop. I bought me the first black Apple laptop, and I started messing around with GarageBand, and I started noticing that I could record myself. So I recorded my first album, which was called AIDS. All I Do Is Sacrifice. Very raw joint. I ain't know how to engineer nothing. You know what I'm saying? So the vocals are high in certain parts, and but you can actually hear the potential. From there, I moved on to just doing mixtapes because once I was done with Athens, I moved into Atlanta. Once I moved into Atlanta, the doors started to open up a lot. The first night I was here in Atlanta, I went to a showcase that had DJ Princess cut. Shout out to her too, because she was a part of my journey. Like, and I shook her hand and she gave me her card. Now, again, I'm from New York City. People aren't this damn friendly. So I met her at a KO beat party. And he was selling beats to like Young Jeezy and T.I. And remember, at this point, T.I. has not reached his pinnacle, but he's getting there. You get what I'm saying? King wasn't even out yet.
Okay.
So I'm watching Atlanta become this big hip hop melting pot. Beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like people are friendly, they're willing to actually work with you. I actually met somebody that was giving me studio time for a fraction of the price. Like these are things that I would not be able to get in New York City. Because again, it's a dog eat dog type of situation. Nothing wrong with it, just different city. So the Southern hospitality was really showing out here. And that's what I fell in love with, and that's why I decided to stay. Once once I started seeing how the music scene went, and again, I come from a music background, and while I was in New York City, I worked for different various record labels through one company called Frontline. Frontline allowed me to be a part of a street team and see how the inner workings of a record label works. I got to sit in with Skinner. He was a part of Elektra during the campaign of Old Dirty Bastard's second album. Um, She's a Bitch by Missy Elliott. He even had the clips at one time. They were called the Eclipse. And something happened with their deal where they got off the label and they went somewhere else. So we heard, me and my best friend Nick, we heard Clips' first single before they were called the Clips.
Wow.
But it was a demo tape. And Skinner brought me in the office. He's like, "Hey man, I want you to hear this song," and da 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 da. He played it. I'm like, "Yo, those dudes are kind of dope." He's like, "Yeah, they from Virginia." I'm like, "Oh, okay, bad." He was like, "But I got some bad news for you." I was like, "What's the bad news?" He was like, "They're not a part of this record label anymore." I said, "Well, what happened?" He said, "Well, I really can't go into detail, but they they're not a part of this label no more." So I said, "Well, how is that possible?" That's when he started teaching me about publishing and how important it was to not just be an MC and not just be a lover of music. You got to understand that 95% of this business is all legality and paperwork. He said, if you don't have your publishing right, if you don't have all of these things in place to protect your name, all of that music that you have is for naught. He was like, there's a reason why Prince wrote slave on both sides of his bed. Get your paperwork right. He was like, matter of fact, if you really want to make money in this music industry, become an executive. Maybe create your own publishing company. So now we fast forward me back into Atlanta. I'm doing this music thing, but his voice is in my head like, hey, publishing, remember publishing. So I create my own publishing company called Umbrella Coded Music. So now I understand that, all right, I gotta copyright this. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm done with this, copyright this. It doesn't matter how it sounds. You gotta protect your stuff. Understand what distribution is and how important distribution is to your pockets. Understand how many ways as an artist you can get paid and what labels can what they can touch and what they can't touch so you can protect yourself. Not a lot of people know that live shows, that's all your money. It's supposed to be all your money. But now record labels have found ways to even dip into that. You see what I'm saying? Of course, you got CD sales because at the time we're old school. We come from an era where we can go up to Sam Goody and for $12 get us a whole CD. You can't necessarily do that today. Today it's all about digital. Like I haven't bought a CD in years. Everything is digital. It's attached to my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's making a comeback.
Yeah, I
And
mean it has to. It has to because people want tangible things.
yep, yep.
People want to be able to touch, sniff, read. Like that was my biggest thing that I love to do. The first thing I would do is I would grab a CD, open it up, look at the artwork. Once you look at the artwork, you start looking at how long the songs were, who produced it, who wrote it, why they wrote it, all the shout outs. By having this digital this digital mindset, you don't really have that anymore. Like it's so sad now that there is no anticipation or build up for an artist. They just drop. Like the day I knew hip hop was different was when Nas dropped. He dropped the Nasir album
Hmm.
that he did with Kanye,
Right.
and I didn't even know it.
Oh.
There was no build up.
Mm.
I didn't even know a single. Like what single? What was the single? You know what I'm saying? There was no music video. There was no mixtape promoting any music to let you know that this guy is doing something new. It just dropped. And then who drops the next day? Jay-Z drops something the next day. No promotion, no talks, no anticipation, nothing.
That's insane, though. It's kind of insane, though, isn't it, to think of how we were doing it?
Yeah, yeah, it was, but now it makes
Can you
sense
get
if you
that,
look at
please?
it. Like it makes sense when you look at it on a publishing
Yes,
side.
Alex. Excuse me one second. I'm getting a phone
Yeah,
call.
no, no, go ahead.
Sorry about that. I think it's my son's
Nah, you
calling.
good?
Give me 1 second. I think he's trying to get in the gate. We've got a gate.
No, now you good.
You need to be let in the gate?
No, I was gonna ask you if I could stay over at your house because we called.
Call me after my show. I'm live. All right. Sorry.
Nah, you good.
Kids.
I know how that go.
Kids.
Gotta
You know,
let.
he's 16. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we in a new dynamic now with music. So the thing is now everybody's fighting over a like a piece of a penny, right? So the thing is the ones that are gonna make the most money are the ones that continuously drop music. You got to drop music after music after music after music. That's why. What's Drake's album when he had like 32 songs on it?
Mm, I've listened to the older Drake. I don't know about his newer stuff. I mean, I did like the older Drake.
Yeah, I did
I'm
too.
not sure which album that is. I mean, there's a lot of Drake songs.
Yeah, well, there has to be because in order for the algorithms to pick you up, you got to constantly be making music. Because remember, you're not dealing with a fan base per se. You're dealing with a computer that it sees you working. So if I drop one song once a week for 365 days, the system is going to take on to me before it takes on to somebody that drops a song once every 3 months.
Mm, algorithms.
It's an algorithm. Once you figure out what that algorithm is, you actually tap into that matrix. You see what happened with Tory Lanez when he used that method of what was it called? Um what was it called where remember when he jumped in the pool where he was able to, I forgot what they call it, but he was able to break that algorithm where not only he made money, but the people that actually invested in the project made money also. So everybody was making money in a circle. So he basically broke the code, and he showed you that you no longer needed a label, you no longer needed promotion, you no longer needed distribution. You could use your own self and a small fan base to continuously make money. It was genius, but of course, we're dealing with people in higher areas of power. They'll shut shit down so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost kind of dangerous to be an artist now, especially if you have a voice and you don't want to follow. It's like having a voice in the military. You become dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
they'll do anything to silence you. Article 15s, extra duty. If they can't give you extra duty, they'll throw you in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's real like that.
Yeah, that's heavy though. Like you said, with the military too. You're like, they don't like what you're doing. They're gonna throw you in prison. Like you thought you were
Yeah,
serving your country, not serving time.
yeah. I mean, like again, but to be honest with you, any place that you have to sign a contract, just know that you're giving up a part of something. You know what I'm saying? If like when you work somewhere, you have to sign some sort of contract of conduct that states that you're going to come in at a certain time. You agree to make a certain amount of money. Um, you agree to certain days of time and a half, like holidays. You feel what I'm saying? You agree to keep your hands to yourself. You agree, like your religion and your thought process can't be forced on anybody. You get what I'm saying? Anytime you sign a contract, remember you're giving up a piece of something. Right? Whether you're comfortable with it or not, that's up to you. In the military, you give up all your rights of being a regular human being. You are a
Mm.
robot, pretty much. So I can have anybody that outranks me. If they give me a direct order, I have to do it. If I don't do it, I face consequences because of it. Now, remember what I said. It has to be a lawful order. It can't be anything unlawful. Like they can't tell me I order you to go shoot this person in the store. That's unlawful. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something that's lawful. So at the end of the day, no matter how much you feel, how confident you feel within your place in the military, you surrender a certain characteristics of yourself. So this way you can get what you need to get. And trust me, if you, I had to sacrifice times where I wanted to say something. Prime example, we were getting ready to have Thanksgiving dinner. Now, at all these functions, we have to do the national anthems and all, the United States pleasantries, as I like to call it. Our captain walks over to the first lieutenant and he tells her, "Hey, I want you to sing the national anthem, but I want you to sing it the white way." So when you tell an African American female that, that's kind of disrespectful.
It's not kind of. It's extra disrespectful. It's not kind of
Right. Well,
disrespectful. It is.
like, so when I heard that, I just had to walk off because she has to do it. He gave her an order to do it, right? So the only thing she could do was sing it the way that he thought the way it was supposed to be sung. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, she has to take her grievance up with somebody that's higher than him to approach him about, what did you say to her? You see what I'm saying? Like
I knew it
it.
wasn't for me because I'm not good at taking orders. I'm an Aries. I'm very hard headed.
That's
That would not be for me.
listen. Right. So a lot of this is what I'm saying. This is the reason why they say a lot of people that, like those that are really needed in the military, are those strong-minded individuals that can bring about change. The military don't want that. There's a saying that the military always kicks out the strong people and want to keep the mama boys. You know what I'm saying? The mama's boys. That was the saying. And if you notice, a lot of individuals that are in there that can't take orders don't stay very long. They either out with their first contract term or they just can't hack it. They, that's just the way it is. I had a person disappear for 30 days. You can't do that. And thank God it ain't wartime, because if it was wartime, they consider that an act of treason. You can either be put to death or you can be in prison for life.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? People don't know these things though. Remember, when you're signing a contract with the military, you're under three different laws. Two are active at all time. One is only active during wartime, which is the Code of Geneva. Those codes go into wartime codes, like, hey, you can't just go into a foreign hospital and shoot it up if you know it's a hospital. It has to be declared and tagged, uh, like a military type of operation. So, like, for instance, in wartime, if it's a hospital, you can't touch it. You got to leave it alone unless they are operating military operations out of it. Like, they're holding soldiers in there and they're using them as a covert or whatever it is, then it loses its tag. Those are codes of Geneva. Like, you can't just take a POW in and abuse them, not feed them. You got to feed them. You got to do all these other things, right? You can't torture them. Those are codes of Geneva. Then there's two other laws. You're under the law of the UCMJ, which is the military's law. Then you're also under your regular civilian law. So let's say you're driving drunk, right? And you get pulled over. Now you just violated two laws. You violated the UCMJ and you also violated your own civil law. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to court, you face your regular laws. Then after they're done with you, you got to go to military court and face your punishment there.
Not so
See,
nice.
yeah, you get smacked twice. You know what I'm saying? So usually when that happens, I don't know how the military does it because I ain't never been in that much trouble. But it's like the military cuts a deal with the civilian side, depending on how severe it is. They cut a deal with the civilian side and they take care of you on the military side. And boy, is it not nice. So yeah,
That's pretty dope, man. That's like you had to go around the world and back to come back to hip hop. That's what's up though.
yeah, man, yeah, and I'm glad I did because it made me a better person because of it. I wasn't as ignorant. Again, like, I don't care what nobody say. When you are a part of one thing, one town, you always compare your new adventures to that town. And when I was in Virginia, that's all I used to do. Man, I hate Virginia, yo. Man, look, the buses only run once every hour. When I'm in New York City, man, they run every 15 minutes. Yo, you know what? I wish they had a train like New York City, but this isn't New York City. You got to learn how to adapt now. You get what I'm saying? So once you learn how to adapt, then you'll start seeing the beauty that you didn't see before. It took me a year to see the beauty of Virginia that I didn't see in New York City. So when I went back to New York City for that little time, New York City wasn't my home anymore. So my mom is looking like, well, what's wrong with you? I said, I want to go home. You get what I'm saying? And she was like, what are you talking about? You are home. I'm like, nah, back to Virginia. This ain't my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, whoa, I never heard you like this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, New York will always be my home, but I've grown out of it. I tell people that I mentor, like, listen, I treat New York City like it's my mom. I appreciate her. She birthed me. She gave me the tools I needed to survive. But now I'm out of the nest and I'm in Virginia or I'm in Georgia. I treat that as my wife. You know what I'm saying? All the experiences that I've learned from New York, I bring it over here. So now this is my home and I serve and protect and do whatever I need to do over here. You know what I'm saying? This is this like my wife. Nothing's gonna come between until I move again. You get what I'm saying?
So you're ready to move on to another part of your life, basically.
Correct. 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 So I treat it just like that. And like I'm talking about down to my kids that are here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I take them to New York City, but that's not their home. You know what I'm saying? Even though most of matter of fact, the majority of my family still lives in New York City. So anytime I take them, they're excited, but they're always excited to come back here because this is their home. The same way this is my home as well. Because I'd be excited just with them, like, yup, time to go home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. It basically it hasn't just been a journey of music. It's just been a journey of life to include the music with it. You know, and man, it's so much more to see. Like right now, I'm working on another album, which should be out by the fall. I just recorded a song today, and I got some stems out to my homeboys, so I'm waiting for that to come through. I'm waiting for that. The actual title of the album is called "Dear God, They Plotting." So it's an album that's gonna speak about my inner feelings of how I feel about just life in general, where you have to be careful how you move. There's always somebody watching you and plotting on your next position. So I speak on things like that. Of course, there's gonna be some braggadociousness because you know I like to do that a little bit. You know, you can't have hip hop without a little braggadociousness, like party songs. I like to mix things up, have thought provoking stuff, braggadocious, maybe talk about a couple of women here and there. The usual stuff. No drug dealing talking because I'm not. I've never been a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that environment before, but I ain't never tried to get a pack on. I don't know no plugs. I don't know no connects. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Noriega. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Castro. I don't know these people. You know, I was in the streets, but I wasn't in the streets. If that makes sense.
Hmm. Booking street
You
smart.
know?
I got you. There's the most dangerous ones that are booking street smart. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. I was always fearful of my mom's opinion of me. Like if I ever got arrested, the first thing I would think is like, yo, man, my mom is looking at me like I'm a failure. I was always afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? And my mom is probably one of the most realest people you could ever speak to. Because I remember she told me, she's like, listen, she's like, we all make mistakes. If you ever get caught up in jail, I'll bail you out the first time. Don't think I'm bailing you out the second time. Figure that shit out on your own. That's what she would hit me with. So she was always a real one for that. And I was just very afraid of like not living up to the expectation of what my mom saw me as. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to be like a superhero to her. That's what I wanted to be. Like I always wanted to make her proud and always see me on a pedestal instead of seeing me very, very low. So I mean that even when I felt like I failed in Virginia, because remember it wasn't my fault that Virginia didn't work out, but I felt like I didn't do my best to make that possible, and she witnessed it. So that like I was very, very conscious of how she would see me. That's what kept me safe, to be honest. That and sports kept me safe. Very, very safe. I would play football, basketball, maybe a little bit of baseball. It kept me away from the knuckleheads, doing drugs, smoking weed. To this day, I don't smoke weed. So I don't even like it. So I mean, yeah, that's it's all praise due with that. So
That's an amazing story. It was great to hear about where you started in New York, in
hmm
Atlanta, and about the music. And we actually have some music to play for you if you give me just a moment.
yeah, 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 go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And then, do you have a preference as to what song you'd like to play?
I mean, that's up to you. I really have a preference. Which album are you playing?
You sent me Jaded.
Oh wow, that was my first project I ever like. That was the first project I went through and figured out how to negotiate through like Apple iTunes and everything else. So wow. If you scroll down, you see that at the album on the side that says scroll up a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, scroll down. Let me see. All right, scroll up a little bit.
My bad.
You good. Just a little bit more. You see Portraits of a Pretty?
Yes.
Yeah. That's my latest one. That's my most latest one. There's Camacho Marquez. There is Polo Races. You can throw in Polo Races if you want. That's a good one.
All right. Well, here we go with Polo Races.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Hey yo, watch my daughter play that double dutch. Over acres of land, Paul's spot was the same. Polo race is so sophisticated. Niggas frontin' with motivation, I know they hating. Let that money be their dedication. Screaming 1 in a million off from the hood I'm living. Tatted pictures on my sleeve, nigga. Overthinking these lessons, fuck it, I know they blessings. Watch a shorty in my presence, might try put a jewel, scramble a game on rules. Speaking of loyalty, we know the rules. Educated, we clip kings amongst things. Moving on the cellular, talking deals on the regular. Def Jam numbers, I'm Rockefeller with this pen, nigga. I let the world be my playing field. Let's talk about game, homie, we on it still. Portraits of a pretty nigga. Sign scriptured in cursive, don't let the dollar hurt you. Never stressing what the game tossing. Relax back in the Benz black, my game stacked.
This flow intoxicated, none of my shit fabricated. Every flow I dominated, got a screaming bleezy flagrant. It's in my shit too blatant. Every move I do like Jason, so don't get cut up on my cut of that fucking payment. Chill, let me put this at 24 frames per second. Cause you know everything now is based on perception. And all I love talk you hear is blind deception. So my sick is like sage for demon protection. I overstand what you niggas lack. Talk dirty only cause your mouth is full of plaque. Maybe young and overdose off that Similac. So I lay low till you done, then it's full attack. I was taught the flaws by the OGs. You know bitches love Bronx niggas OT. If it ain't about stacks, I'll be low key. I'm good with a la carte on the yacht and some stogies. Living life like it's only one. Jedi fly shit for the star like Obi-Wan. And I know I should never question the Holy One. But damn, how you take away Kobe, son? Shit hurt, but it put my life on high alert. Cause you can have it all and lose it in a quiet burst. That's why being grateful should always be first. So be grateful, I ain't put you in a clean hearse. Cause it could be worse.
It's fake.
Swerve.
On the road to the riches, yes, it's truly yours. While niggas all gassed up, I'm talking dual exhaust. Skip the course to be a boss, no need the flaws. Long as the family eats, we need more plates and forks. Why even talk? This all a sport. I'm winning, homie. Had a mind of a mogul from the beginning, homie. Only concerns, both my daughter's livelihood. God take my soul if they both not good. Wish a nigga would, but a nigga won't. Coming from a hood where these niggas don't. Have dreams and aspirations. Crack fiends and bastards hating. But my team, we practice patience, which leads to currency, we not complacent. Adjacent to the snob nose, it's all gravy for the greens and pot roast. Toast to the non-believers who envy most. It only makes it more sweeter to not be close. Dawn divas, they bragging boast. Dirty money, clean it with a lot of soap.
That's
Yo.
what's up. Hey, yo, that's dope. That's definitely
Thank
my
you.
flavor. I like it.
Thank you. Can we play one more?
Yeah, yeah, we can play a couple
Yeah.
more.
Oh, bet. Play Jet Setter. That's probably what you just heard. So I'm a part of two different entities. What you just heard was Bleezy and Face. Those are my brothers for real. Like they straight Bronx dudes, right? So they actually straight up live in the Bronx. We did a whole bunch of songs together. Me and Face are very, very close. We have a song called Jet Setter, which is basically on this project. And it's funny because he was supposed to be on the next song after the polo races, right? And he got upset because I was like, yo, I gotta pull you off of the Everyday song. And he's like, come on, G, don't do that. Please let me have it. I was like, yo, I'm telling you, I'll find you something better. You're gonna like what I do, but you just can't see it right now. So he was upset for me for a couple of months, and then I brought Jet Setter to him, and you'll see why in just a second. Go ahead, play Jet Setter. After that, we can play the Everyday, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play Jet Setters.
Okay.
Jet setter, I'm never regular, let's run it up. Summer to summer, we keep it Trump, yup. Remember days in the hoopty, hood shop in the Pele, we slightly rep. Now it's diving with the Dolphins when divas twerking with Scuba Exotic. Mama play with no pennies. That black sand in that villa ran a different band, counting Denal statues and holograms. They point of view was often fabricated. Constant connection with Shorty, we on it elevated. Ducati Willies in the black tux, Riviera Flamingos, I did a little stunt. Showing off ain't my kind of flaws, but I'm bragging we made it up out them situations.
Living my life, my best life, yeah. Oh, I've been living my life, my best life, yeah. Rolling, vibing, feeling, I'm giving, yeah. Living on my best life.
Mine on my money on my mind all the time. Times weren't sunny, it's funny, no more nickels and dimes. I birth sauce and swag juice, I'm walking proof. No love lost, it's cash rules, I'm talking truth. Only cap I floss is Yank fitted blue. Hitting sacks, no cause when you mentioning who. Gamo a boss too, fresh J's and you on kitchen. Even Amy Roof, that soul food beyond hitting. Any position, the team well known. From 3rd Ave to Rodeo Drive, centers the throne. Shorty resembles Angelica Vila. Mixed with Danny Lay, my two favorite divas. Sweet as peaches, I'm talking juicy too. Like right before the flavor leave from juicy fruit. Skip the who is who, and just mention I. This life is beautiful like ocean views when in Dubai.
I'm a tag, setter. Get the bag, better. I'm a tag, setter. I'm a tag, setter. Get the bag, better. Living my life, my best life, yeah. Oh, I've been living my life, my best life, yeah. Rolling, vibing, feeling, I'm giving, yeah. Living on my best life, babe.
Hey, I like the first one, but that second one was even more fire than the first one. And let me tell you, like the background vocals, I was already able
Uh-huh.
to sing along with that. And then she's kind of like doing this like Mariah Carey in the breathy in the background.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that was on point.
yeah, man. Like I told him, I was like, yo, because he was mad at me for a good while. Cause I thought every day was good, but I thought every day didn't really like embody the way he is. You know what I'm saying? Like Face is he's a utility MC. Like he can do the Playboy, he can do the lyrical, he can do the gangster, he can do the girly girl songs. So when I heard him on Every Day, I was like, nah, it's
It
it,
was
it's
nice.
it was cool, but it wasn't Jet Set. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So when he heard Jet Setter and he heard that beat, he was like, oh, he was like, yeah, you can have that, you can have that, you can have it. So like, mind you, I'm actually executively producing these projects. So when I sit down and I listen to these beats, I hear my peoples on them and I just send it to them, and they come back with 16s with no problems.
nice.
So if you want to peep out how every day sound, you can, so you can see what I'm talking about. How Jet said it was much better.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's play every
Yeah,
day.
good, good. Yeah.
Here goes every day.
Night break, I'm on it, pulling on my bridges. Casually stepping, I'm in my hood. A day. We sipping the C&J, watching one time circle the block. We throwing fingers out. Where I'm from, we don't associate with snitching. My corner story, I'm never telling to these crackers. We leaving them salty, buying the block. So I hit the spot, swervy, it's nothing. I watch it back with ops. Crooked cops patrol my county from a distance. We beefing, want freedom released in entertainment. Whether rhyming, balling, or fighting, how we prosper. We living it, lying right to the honor. A day. You figure that's how we play. A day, we be moving, they feeling all type of ways. A day, we want it in every way. A day, we be moving, handling how we play. A day. Skinny nigga, but I be eating word to mother. Been dreaming of Porsche Carreras in summer, so I hustle up. Mom from the hood, she know the feeling, so it's blessings. Praying to God, we living large. Swear to God, I told my squad we up in villas. Statue of naked women and scriptures. Pop tags, we in the melanated features. Diamonds and elevated chakra releases. I'm at the light screaming, fuck the world. Doing donuts, I double down on my hustle, clown. Now watch him juggle all the hateful views. Daddy on it, no wonder I never lose. A day, you figure that's how we play. A day, we be moving, they feeling all type of ways. A day, we want it in every way. A day, we be moving, handling how we play. A day.
This is your fly girl, Katrina Mariee, on your 106 FM dial for Jet Setter Radio. And what you just heard was Every Day by Vonnie Poe, aka Giovanni Pratt. We still waiting for caller number 7 to claim those Roscoe P. Wallace blood on my perm and I can't see tickets. Till then, you're rocking with El Mejor Lugar para Hip Hop y R&B. Esta es la Radio Jet Setter donde viven todos tus sueños musicales.
Hear the difference?
Yeah. I definitely hear the difference in the beat and the vibe.
Yeah. So yeah, I always do like with my projects. I always try to do percussion heavy, very rhythmic type of beats. Now that was what you just heard was my Bronx crew. Remember, I'm part of Flip Bronx too. We got a totally different sound. So there's a song in there that is
So
probably
I can go
there
back.
should be a there should be a song in there that features Germicide. and clap. Cognac.
I see it. It's God giveth.
Yep. So that one is a totally different feel.
Let's vibe with it.
All right, it's up to you. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of ill where we came from, right? For all the curses, we had blessings, and for the blessings, we had curses. You know? God giveth and he taketh away. That's what it is, right? Playing with faith, you know the rules. God giveth and taketh away. Study the jewels in this tussle. Paying our dues right from the porch, how we live it. Taking no shorts, that's how we do. God giveth and taketh away. We on it moving. God giveth and take it away. We never losing. God giveth and take it away. Playing the pace. God giveth and take it away without a trace, See the beauty with my darling features. Analyze, I'm a poet, I'm on it living different. The mantra is the devil lies, as I'm willing to live it to get a little taste. I'm from the hood where the most relate, so the story is common hustle, that's how we ate. That silver spoon on the dish, it matters. Try and keep my composure, settle my manners after. That little laughter after getting money different. The arrogant motion touching expensive fabric. Louis V spend a couple G's for you. I added 2 rules, so now I check the morals. Moving at a fast pace, no particular settle to keep my heart in shape. Analyze these wise guys, despise lies, greedy. It's simply a movie, I'm on it, listen to me. Playing with faith, you know the rules. God giveth and taketh away. Study the jewels in this tussle. Paying our dues right from the porch, how we live it. Taking no shorts, that's how we do. God giveth and taketh away. We on it moving. God giveth and take it away. We never losing. God giveth and take it away. Playing the pace. God giveth and take it away without a trace.
Take it away like that, and you can't fight back. And you ask why is that? Wanna bring lives back, but he don't. And you sick, now you wanna catch a Vic. Take the jewels from the dude in the back of the whip. Cause you broke and you hit, wanna take what you don't have. Inspire people with what I write in my notepad. If you knew better, you would do it too. You around small-minded people that never grew, thinking of this evil like, look what the devil do. But God giveth, yeah, he be trying to better you. You don't see the signs, you ignoring them. Problems is more of them. At the same time, gotta try and solve all of them. Looking in the sky like, why I deserve all of this? Will my fate end the same, just like Notorious? Don't peep the lessons, then you gon' see the obvious. The fake gon' hate, while the real will acknowledge it.
God giveth and taketh away. We on it moving. God giveth and take it away. We never losing. God giveth and take it away. Playing the pace. God giveth and take it away without a trace.
It's sure it's Diana's a Ross. This man is a boss. It's inevitable you'll be tested with famine and loss. One thing that you'll never take away from this man is the sauce. It's a cold world and many Bammers can't handle the frost. I was up then I was down. I was down then now I'm up. When you low they're not around, but I don't really give up. We live it up, and when the glass is half empty, switch the cup. Got the last laugh, nigga, the whole system is corrupt. Clips are up like Vesuvius. Niggas that hit you up, this life is dubious. Even swiping your wife is gluteus. Yeah, brothers getting at them, but you know who the nucleus. A comical downfall, man, it's the goofiest. That's just the way the ball bounces. A small ounce of wisdom, stacking your stumbling blocks till they amount to a prism. And that's the oratory, moral of the story. Alleyway to allegory, you can go from poor to glory. God giveth.
Playing with faith, you know the rules. God giveth and taketh away. Study the jewels in this tussle. Paying our dues right from the porch, how we live it. Taking no shorts, that's how we do. God giveth and taketh away. We on it moving. God giveth and take it away. We never losing. God giveth and take it away. Playing the pace. God giveth and take it away without a trace,
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you what, lyrical hip hop is a thing. It seems like the vibe. So okay, you take the what you had going on, and then you put like almost just like jazzy Sade feeling under
Yeah,
the beat, like with like how to duck it up in there real good. You know what I'm saying? And it
yeah.
the vibe throughout the whole song. And then I like how you use the lyrics because lyrical hip hop's a thing. God give it and take it away. You say what he giveth and what he taketh for the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That was extra dope.
Thank you, yo. It's like I really enjoy being being able to put words together and making them make sense. You know, some days like I don't even realize I'm making sense. I'm just putting stuff together, and then when I finally sit down and listen to it, I'm like, wow, did I really put that together? Like, for instance, like Germicide is probably the most lyrical person I've heard. Like working with somebody, his from his cadences to his flows to the way he puts his words together. And Germicide is the last person that rhymed on God's given. Like there was, I was just listening to it, and he said something like, "The Bama's can't handle the frost." I didn't even know he said that until I heard that just a second ago.
Yeah, they was speaking a lot of truths, a lot of spiritual truth, a lot of real life truths, some lessons up in here.
Yeah, yeah, like Clap was a he's from the Bronx. Also, I grew up with him. We actually were in Buffalo State together and everything else. That's where me and him and our relationship grew a lot from there. So, like a lot of these individuals that you're listening to, I grew up with them. I either grew up with them or I built a real strong foundation with them here.
That's really nice that like you could grow in life and grow in music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's nobody on my projects that I haven't known for a very, very long time. Like, and the funny part is, if you enjoy this project, you would enjoy my other project before this one. You would enjoy that one a whole lot.
You have to send it over and I'll play tonight. I'll go ahead and listen to it after the show.
Yeah, listen, yo, listen to the whole project. I got
If you
content.
want me to play something now, I mean I can play it now.
Let me see what you got in here, cause I
But
haven't
I'm
really.
saying if you got that like a whole album, yeah, you send that over and we'll be listening to that tonight.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I love to
Cause
press play, send over something good, and just vibe.
right. So I wonder if it's on there. Let me see. Let me see.
Do you want me to go back on the Bandcamp or is it on something else?
Oh yeah, go back to Bandcamp real quick, cause I think all my projects are on Bandcamp.
Okay. Do you have a certain track you want me to pull up or?
Uh, go to. I should have a project on there called Gorgeous Karma. If it's not up there, I'm gonna have to send you a link to that.
Okay, I don't see it on this one.
It should be there, but if it isn't, that's okay. I have to probably send you the link to that. Hold on, let me see what I can do. Like, my dog wants to go out.
Yeah, it happens. Not a problem.
Hold on, let's see. Here we go. And go to YouTube.
Do you have any shows that are coming up? I know you have a lot of projects coming up. Where can we catch you performing live?
Shows. Well, I haven't shows right now. I haven't really done anything. We're actually rearranging some stuff so I can start doing shows again. I actually want to go to different states and do shows. Like I really want to come to Louisiana and perform. I want to do something where, like like how they do on the sidewalk and we just perform. I really wanted to do that, but as of right now, because people don't even know this, I'm a video. I do videos too. I shoot videos and everything else. So I've been more into that realm than performing.
Wow, multi talented.
Hmm Yeah, so that's where the name Clip Kings comes from. So everybody's like, well, how's Clip Kings related to your grandma? Well, we started Clip Kings because we got tired of paying people thousands of dollars and they couldn't get our vision out visually. So we said, you know what? Maybe we could do it. We bought cameras and we started shooting our own videos. We became so good at it that we did a couple of Fahim's videos. He's actually a part of Griselda. We did that. And we shot a couple of our stuff to the point where we started shooting documentaries for people. We get into short films and stuff like that. I got a couple of ideas for short films. We about to get it popping.
That's what's up.
Oh, here we go. I think you I think you'll like this one.
If it's a link, can you drop it in the private chat?
Yeah, I can do that. I think. Will it let
Because all I
me?
have to
It's
do
a
is click it.
question.
You just cut the link or and then paste it in there.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Right here. Or
Yeah, in the chat, just it's like a little box.
that.
You go. Yep.
And click that and click on what you're saying.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, now take your time.
And it's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Now this project is a lot more raw than Portraits of a Pretty Nigga.
All right, so we're gonna be playing "Gorgeous Karma."
My corazon speaking volumes, my niggas chasing this money through this marathon. Principal Paul, we trying to get it off the slab. Game hustler, change every customer, we saw it. Simplest dream can turn to poison, so I hops up. Mirror my features, pretty the motion, moving language. Dialect spoken, speaking these numbers. Nothing is common, you do the math on the knowledge. Niggas is haters, hustlers and snitches. What's the native when my neighbors is racist, but steady waving as I'm moving. Hoodie attire creates suspicion, praying Martin. Wisdom and knowledge to stand my ground up off that snake shit. Parlay with fake will leave you faces. What you saying when the money ain't adding? Your ego talking in the pressure mountain. Everything moving except the money. What you saying? Niggas is snitches, now watch your homies. What you saying? Niggas be ballin' but really broke. What you saying? A kilo consignment can get you 30. What you saying? Birdhead niggas and never know. What you saying? I woke up early on my calisthenics, go hard. Pivot the posture, my pornographic picture poetry. Fucking the atlas, finger the world as I'm poking. Meddling feelings can keep you broke, yeah. I'm playing gospel at the red light leaning. Shorty, she looking and marinating like a motherfucker. Playing my cards, put it on God. We want it all in this paper chase frozen. My nigga, he faces remain loyal to his peoples. When the money involved, created equal is the sin felt right by the poor. They got the gall, fuck it. Fuck your cars, I'm in the pyramids the size of Queens. He say LeBron and lustful things, nigga. We can take it where it need to be. Loyalty, now that's a major key. How dare they tell me how I need to be? What you saying? Niggas is snitches, now watch your homies. What you saying? Niggas be ballin' but really broke. What you saying? A kilo consignment can get you 30. What you saying? Birdhead niggas and never know. What you saying? You see what I'm saying here, yo? My type of time.
My type of time is handling my motherfucking business. I let all y'all niggas do that talking and that money hawking and all that. Me? I'ma keep moving. Keep getting mine. Feel me, nigga? What you saying? I'm speaking on unwritten code. See all ass trust. Talk about my feelings, nigga. Word. So what you saying?
Little
Yeah,
raw.
nice. I mean, it's definitely my vibe. The hip hop.
Good. Can we play one more?
Yeah, drop that link in
Practice.
the chat. Is it on the other
It's
link
in,
or?
no, it's in there. It should be that. So what I did was I sent you the entire album of Karma. So I think you can scroll through it and towards the bottom.
All right, hold on one second. Let me go back right quick.
Yeah. No, take your time.
Let me see where I put it right quick. Because in just a second. I'm just gonna re-pull it back up. Right, give me 1
Oh
second.
no, take your time. It's all good. What's wrong, Mama? Huh?
Yeah. Is that your dog?
Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Her name is Sasha.
That's what's up. Is that like Beyonce, like Sasha Fierce? Is that like
Nah, it's my aunt had a dog that was similar, white coat and everything. That dog hated me though. So I named
that's funny. So you named it after
a
Roma.
dog that hated me. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Like I was young as hell with that dog. So it's kind of funny how it came back full circle, right?
That is comical. It is a little. I mean,
Hmm.
this you have to have a little sense of humor to do that. Definitely.
Right.
All right. Let me go ahead and pull the album back up, and I'll share that. And then, what's the name of this track?
Oh no. You got to go back. It's not on that one. It was on the Gorgeous Karma joint. I may have to resend you the link.
You know what it was? Is you had me scroll down. Look.
No, not that one. So it's gonna be. Let me. We got to go back into the studio chat.
I want to say you had me click this one, and then it brought up all the other tracks.
Which one? Hold on, because I'm in the. Hold on, let me close that.
Portrait of a Pretty.
It's gonna be on Gorgeous Karma. Let me see if I can send you the link. If it lets me. That stupid thing.
Right. We'll be right back. We'll be right with you after these messages. No, I'm just kidding. You know, there's this station that I used to listen to in Buffalo. When I was growing up. It's your girl, Dawn. Let's see, I think her name was Dawn. But it's 93.7 WBOK, the People Station in Buffalo.
Oh
We used
wow. I haven't listened. I was unable to listen to anything in Buffalo. I wasn't even out there that long. That's how bad it was.
All right. I see this other YouTube link, so I'm gonna stop sharing this and I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and share the YouTube. Give me a sec. All right, so we can go ahead and play that. All right, so this one is practice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and press play.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk to him, yo. Yeah. Like Pac, I'm on these politics, minding my paper, spit at the camera. You haters try to plot my demise, it's nothing. These snakes wanna slither up in my garden, tempt my pleasures, poison with venoms to blind my judgment. So here I am in that black Benz, contemplating my next move, my best move. It's like a movie Scorsese could never vision, precision and counting money be the stress while I'm moving. I'm at the Ritz with my other chick. Dime pieces, the centerfold, she hold me close. Born sinner, a skinny nigga that's living well. See how they poison the city, you flint and make it hell. I drop a grip just to see you fixed. I'll hustle these busters faking they practice. Study long, study wrong in these trenches. Hate on my soul, bury my practice. They wanna see me 6 feet. Sneak a white snake in my field of dreams. Bury me, martyr, label me poison, judge my pigment. Pick at my carcass, label me demon. They wanna see me 6 feet. Sneak a white snake in my field of dreams. Bury me, martyr, label me poison, judge my pigment. Pick at my carcass, label me demon. My goal is to die old, a decent corpse staring beyond the God amongst kings, minding my own. In these bras, though, they want my attention. Remember lessons of the humble. Slip me a bogey, hoping I'm sleeping. At the wheel of the Benz coupe, 2-seat on my black queen's the best thing. Ride shoddy in blue bottoms, the core fleek. Dior in it, my life lesson is never stressing. We walk the strip, sticking to the script. As it's written in montage, just get me this. Half Asian, Jamaican, and Jimmy Cho's talking reckless. Body to body, study the blim. The world is yours, open couple doors. Be a boss, it was written, stand in position. Getting money be the aim, but it's preference. Study the law, they acting reckless. They wanna see me 6 feet. Sneak a white snake in my field of dreams. Bury me, martyr, label me poison, judge my pigment. Pick at my carcass, label me demon. They wanna see me 6 feet. Sneak a white snake in my field of dreams. Bury me, martyr, label me poison, judge my pigment. Pick at my carcass, label me demon.
Yeah, it goes hard.
See, yeah, but you know, it's. I try to make different music. I try not to stick to the same script. I try to give different sides of how I feel because I feel like all um all art is hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? Can also contradict because it's all based upon feeling. Just because I'm happy today doesn't mean I won't be enraged tomorrow. I should be able to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Without fear of judgment.
Yeah, nobody can be that happy all the time. Nobody should
Right.
be that mad at the world all the time. Although it definitely was a thing back in the day, like pissed off at the world.
Right.
Black goes with everything. You know what I mean? Like the whole New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I come from that. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
just
glad that we got color now, though. Bright color,
yeah,
not just black anymore. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but you know what I miss? To be honest with you, I just wish we had the same type of forgiveness that we had back then with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it as far as like back then, all you had to have was skill. Everything else could be overlooked. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I miss being able to go to a music store and having to make an educated decision. Should I get Mobb Deep? Because Tribe Called Quest new album just came out. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I missed I missed the difference in artists. That's what made hip hop so great because you had Mobb Deep, Tribe Called Quest, Wu Tang, Can't Click, and the Fugees out all at the same time.
And I was listening to all of them. I was listening to all of them. So
Right? We all were. That's the funny part. Like, we all listened to that because they added something different. In today's hip hop, not so much. It's like everybody is either like they push this narrative of gangs all day long. You're either a blood crip, hustler, drug dealer, playboy.
yeah, but I think that's not necessarily what we're putting out. That there's a narrative that's wanting to be put out there
Yeah.
by some unnamed people. We'll
Mm-hmm.
say. And of course they're going to do a good job to put that out there because they want that narrative to keep people in a certain vibration in a certain place. If
Of
you vibe
course.
with that out, you can vibe with it sometimes, but if you vibe with it
Yeah,
out of
of
time,
course.
then it's going to attract what you're vibing with.
Oh,
You're
don't
gonna,
get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I listen to some Shorty Low and some Young G. I listen to all of that because there's a place for it.
there is
You
a
feel what I'm
place.
saying?
Yeah,
I just miss the fact that radio thinks that everywhere is a place for it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I wake up in the morning and drive to work, like I shouldn't be hearing strip club music. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a time and place for everything. And I miss the fact that we used to have a variety of different styles, different sounds that can all coexist with each other. It wasn't just it wasn't just this, you have to be this one identity or you're not getting played. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
That's
But I think we're
that's what
going
it
back to that. I think we're going back to the '90s. I think this is the new
yeah.
'90s. I think this is new hip hop. I think lyrical hip hop is a thing. I think
Mm-hmm.
incorporating different elements, like you have the jazz elements, you have like when you go and live with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, if you're doing like that with it, you have some of those songs. You had the one with the like I said, the Mariah Carey backgrounds in there with it, almost like a little R&B feel with it, but not. You know what I mean? So you have the different flavorisms. I call them flavorisms, and I think we back to that because they
Yeah.
branched out. We had R&B, but now they got the Southern Soul going on. But they have a lot of different branches are starting to pop back up. And like in the '90s, there was a lot of independent music that came up too in different
Right.
genres. So we're going back to that because there's a lot of independent people putting music out, and I think that's where we're going. We're going back to the CDs. We're going back to the records. We're going back
Yep.
to the original. We're going back to people buying the merch. I think we're going back to the fan clubs. Let me say that, like, and that probably sounds crazy. You remember the fan club when you get it's like they got the little card. You feel like you mail the stuff back off. I'm talking about like '80s.
Right. I know what you're talking
Fan
about. Yeah.
club. So, but and I'm not saying there's no paper mail, but we going back to some of the old ways, selling CDs out your trunk, different things like that.
Most definitely. You gotta give me a second because my phone is about to die. Like, I'm at like 3%.
You want to know something that's funny on my phone where you're watching the video from? Mine was at like 3%. I just had to plug it up and I'm holding it.
And I'm looking for my plug right now and I can't find it. I might have something though. Let me see. If this works, we in there. It should. Let me see. Up, it's charging. We in there. Oh,
There you go.
yeah,
There's nothing like that. And I got to get some of those portable chargers because I used to be out and my phone would die. So now I have two, one for my regular
yeah.
label, one for my personal. Because if my regular phone dies, I'm going to the record label phone and I have it, keep it charged for that specific reason in case of that too, because
Right.
the picture, the video, the contact is nothing worse than you were somewhere and you got your phone held up and you need to get contact
Mm-hmm.
with somebody or your phone dies. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity lost.
Yo, you know what? You know what's it's crazy that you I forgot to even talk about this. Like, I'm also signed to Hellraiser Music. So Hellraiser, if nobody knows, he's a part of Wu Tang. And that's my guy for real. He has this thing called GGO, Ghetto Government Officials.
Sit forward a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
All right. So what I was saying was I'm a part of GGO. That's a Hellraiser's record label. And it's Ghetto Government Officials. So it's a very Wu Tang heavy type of label and everything else. Like I've had my best that so a lot of this music that you hear is influenced from that
Okay.
and comes from that. And like it's crazy because me and Hellraiser has this special relationship. Me and him speak and we talk. Like he goes, yo, how's my niece and nephew doing? Like we have a very, very close personal relationship. And it's kind of surreal because again, these are like idols. Like I always bought Hellraiser's music before I even knew who he was as a human being. And now I'm able to just put him on speed dial and speak to him and talk to him like every day. Like it's nothing, you know. There's a couple of MCs I met even out here in Atlanta, like Jamal from Illegal. He used to be in my car and we used to just drive around and vibe. And one thing that he told me that was very special to me, which I don't think he realized, that even if that was the case, I still wouldn't know him. He told me, like, man, I wish Lisa Left Eye was alive. I would take you over to her because she would love you right now because of your vibe and your energy. And in my head, I was like, but if that was the case, we wouldn't be riding together right now. You wouldn't even know who I was. You know what I'm saying? So things happen for a specific reason. People meet at certain times because of certain circumstances. Even though he said that, I probably wouldn't even know who he is. I'll still be looking at BET Video Music Box, like looking at this guy rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So being able to sit down with these individuals and talk to them, like being able to talk to Fish Scale, past the music, like way past the music, that's a blessing. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm
Absolutely.
pretty, because I'm pretty sure they have people that just want to be around in their presence because they're fans of their music persona. I became a fan of them because I've seen their human being side. I've seen their struggle. You feel what I'm saying? I know their story. I've been to their houses. We fed each other. You know what I'm saying? We given each other rides and things like that. So like this is the reason why I do what I do in the music business because of individuals like that. Just to be able to be a part of not just the creative side but the human being side, seeing what it takes to become the person that you are, seeing being a part of the struggle, being part of the success, being a part of the parties, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the goods, the bads. Those are all special. It's something I could take away from it. Even with you. You see what I'm saying? Being able to just I can sit down with you and not even talk about music. I can just talk about the world and enjoy just that. You feel what I'm saying? Like these are special times that I really enjoy and I will always take that with me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, because you don't always find people like that every day. But I feel like it's more common. I feel like the good people are coming back out there and they making a difference and they stepping up and they showing up
Mm-hmm.
and they showing out. People that was like in the house and it was like, I mean, for this, they're coming back out.
Oh
Because I was in
yeah.
the house for a minute. I was in the house for a minute, truth be told, but I'm coming out, coming, showing up and showing out, making my
Really? I
presence. Yeah.
like me. Look, I was born, raised, drip, dry, industrial strength outside. Like I come from an era where we was outside. Like when we come home from school, we would do our homework, and guess where we were at? We were outside.
outside.
Like we was outside. I look at my kids now versus to when I was their age, and half the stuff that I did at the age of 7, 8, 9 through 10, I wouldn't even allow my kids to do today. I'm talking about like I don't understand how my mom's blood pressure ain't high. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter told me the other day, she was like, "Daddy, can I start walking to school?" Absolutely not. But you see, me, I was in a Bronx neighborhood, and at the age of 6, I'm telling my mom I'm walking to school by myself, whether you like it or not. Do you know
It
how
was still
petrified?
yeah, but it was different then. I mean, it was still there was still the bad guy out there, whoever's the kidnapper, like all those people, the stuff, same kind of people was still back then, but it's different now. Like back then, there was code of ethics. People
Yeah,
would
there's
fist fight. People
community.
would fist fight over stuff instead of pow pow, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so it's
there was a
different.
community.
Right.
And it was a community. We all like. That's another thing I miss. I miss the fact that when I was living in the Bronx, I was living on Vice Ave. Vice Avenue is the west side of the South Bronx. You got the east and the west. So the east, for those that lived in like the east part of the South Bronx, that's more Soundview, Castle Hill, um, what's like Bruckner Boulevard. That's over there. Vice Avenue going towards that direction is more Fordham. It's more the Bronx Zoo, Jamie Towers. All of that's on the west side. Fordham University is over there. So when I was over there, they that neighborhood was rough and tough, and I came up in the crack era. Crack is whack, all that other stuff. I come up in that area. So by me telling these stories, you would think that the neighborhood that I'm in is rough and tough. I also had to deal with crack heads, people selling crack, all that other stuff. Here I am as a little 4 or 5 year old, 6 year old walking to school by myself. You would think that in those conditions, it was worse for me out there than it is today, and it's the total opposite. The only difference is back then there was a community. We all protected each other. We all looked out for each other. We all shared. In today's society, we're more selfish. We don't look out for each other as much. I remember being able to walk downstairs and knock on Miss Cherie's door and be like, hey, is it okay if I borrow a cup of sugar? My mom would give you 2 eggs. Like we would barter. We would use more of a bartering system. But I feel like the more we were able to be well on our own, we stopped relying on each other as a community. Now we turn a blind eye to certain things because we're so more worried about ourselves than we are of the community because we're basically well off and don't have to worry about nothing. We don't have to share with nothing. We can be stingy with our stuff. So that's how I feel. Now I kind of miss that feeling of that community. You know what I'm saying?
I've been helping out lately in the community. I went in Queensboro's a neighborhood out here in Shreveport, and they had a neighborhood cleanup and feeding. So I went and helped out with that. We cleaned up some trash, and then I helped sponsor part of the event with Empire Queens, and then I'll also be out this weekend in Cedar Grove, and they're going to be having a health fair over there, and then some of the back to school stuff is in there with that. Sickle Cell Association is going to be out there, so I'll be out there helping out.
Okay, word. That's what's up. So how can I volunteer?
They got honestly, I can send you the link if you out here. They got links for like a bunch of different neighborhood cleanups. You could do that, and then when I have my sickle cell event, I definitely invite you in, and then you come perform.
Yeah, send it to me. Send me all that stuff. So what I'll do is I'll bring the Clip Kings with me. I'll try to bring my Bronx dudes with me. Now that's probably gonna be a little harder to do, but we'll see how we can shake the tree.
You know what I'm saying we do some things. I'm always for giving back. So if you have some cause and I'm able to help out or something like that,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how it works.
of course. I got a vet dude I would like you to meet too. I think y'all two will be great with each other. I was at his pajama jammy jam. I had on the little leopard
We used to do those. Are you kidding? We used to do them at the church. You have like the
print.
jam, like the
Yeah. Uh-huh.
bookends. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, all that. We did all that.
Yo, I had on but I had on the leopard print pajamas looking like a player. Like I had on, and it was silk. So you know what I had to do, right? 'Cause I'm
You had to have the little. Do you have like the kerchief in there and stuff like that? Did you?
Yeah,
Wait, you did.
yeah, yeah. And I had like a little white thing tied around my head to make it look like a
You had to
bandana
do it
type.
up.
Yo, my goodness! Like as soon as I got in there, the DJ was like, "Ooh, y'all wearing these pajamas, huh?" Yo, so we had a ball. Like again, man. I love every aspect of entertainment, and I will go all out for it if I could. I'm actually looking for an '80s party so I can wear me some like, blueberry blue leather pants with a shirt and put on a Jerry curl wig with some sunglasses.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But that was a style though too. You know
That's
what
what
else
I'm
I
saying.
used to like though? I'm gonna tell you what it's kind of like techie or corny, but like the headbands with the
Hmm.
double the arm warmers for your wrist, the
Yeah,
wrist warmer. I that was
yeah,
kind of if you did it right, it was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. That Jane Fonda look. You get the slouch
It was.
socks
You had
with
to
the
do it a certain
tights.
way. Right, the tights with the like the ponytail and the headband. If you did
Right,
it right, it was cute. Like it was a thing. You know.
right. But you also had to have the Reebok 5411s with the two straps
Oh man,
on
the
the front.
Reeboks.
Oh Lord, you do that? Oh, you in there official? See, you make me want to throw an '80s party. That gonna be so fly. But again, like, see, I enjoy doing things like this. I enjoy the element of music and what it influenced, because you can actually listen to certain eras of music and you can tell what people were going through at that time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like, I've really enjoyed the philosophies and what music has done to us as a society as a whole, bad or indifferent.
It's true what you get out of things for what you put in. So if you let me say this, I harp on this all the time. And you're authentic. But I always tell people if you're a new artist, if you're out there, be authentic. Authenticity is key. If you don't know what you like, start with what you don't like and go from there.
Hmm.
Everything that you don't like, leave that to the side and say, well, if I don't like this and I don't know what I like, then start figuring out what you like from there. Because if you don't, then the industry can kind of scoop you up and then they're going to tell you who you are. And then you're going to find out later you don't want to be that person anymore and you're stuck in a contract to be that person that you don't want to be. So be
Right.
authentic and be yourself. And that's the best that you can be is being yourself. Don't try to sound like anybody else. If you have influences, we all have that. We all have influences of people that we would love to hear. And we may do a little flavorism or a little tribute or a certain little sound that imitates or pays tribute to that, but you should really be doing your own music and not trying to sound
Yep.
like the next person. We don't need the next Jay-Z. We need the next you.
Right. I also tell them to whatever idea you have, do it. Don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid to fail. You know what I'm saying? A lot of individuals that are successful, they're successful because they failed a lot, but they never gave up. Like, you learn more losing than you do winning every single time. Every single time. Like, I'm not afraid to try new things. I'm not afraid to just go left, totally left with something. Right now I've got an R&B type. I have a group that I just formed called Von Tony. It's me, a producer, and an R&B singer. Now let me tell you something. I don't know how to sing, right? I don't. Like, for real, I don't know how to sing.
I can help you with that.
Yeah, oh word. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to sing, but the young lady I have named Antonia, she is so nice with the singing, right? We've done a couple of songs together, and I said, you know what would be dope if me and you came together and we did like a hip hop, neo soul, jazz type of thing. I was like, there's nothing like that right now,
Hmm.
where an R&B person and a hip hop person from two totally different elements come together and make a project.
Well, let me tell you something. I kind of have something similar with Broken Sword coming up.
Oh, dope.
We've got like I've got 3 songs that he sent me over, and then we did "Friend in the Rain," and then we actually have
Hmm.
12 notes coming out soon.
Oh, word. I just did two songs with Broken Sword.
It's the same, like the same kind of lane, kind of vibe. So it doesn't surprise me that that you're doing something with an R&B artist, something kind of similar, not the exact same thing, but joining the two, mixing and marinating the sounds, the flavors, the vibes. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
great minds think alike. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something though, and people don't even know this. My first love is not even of music. Is not even hip hop. It's actually R&B. I listen to more R&B than I do hip hop. Like I'm a fan of the Luther Vandross, the Freddie Jacksons, the Baby Faces, the Sade, the you know what I'm saying? Like Prince. I was just listening to Purple Rain, the soundtrack the other day.
you know who I listen to a lot? Chucky Booker.
Oh, why
Play
you
them games.
wanna
Why you
play
want
the games on me? Why you wanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my joint. He's got a couple of hits.
He's got more than one, but that song right there, like I could put extended replay, I could put that on there and just kind of vibe with it.
Yeah, that because that beat the
Dun, dun,
keys on it, the
dun, dun.
keys
Should
on it,
you?
the keys on it is it's so melodic. You know what I'm saying?
And the harmonies in the background with the musician, with the
Right,
music, and they do these
right.
crescendos to give the life and the breath to it. It's yeah.
It's a dope. That's a dope song. That's a classic. You know it's a classic when you got diehard hip hop dudes singing that song.
You know,
You,
like
right, like you got they don't know they think you listening to R&B is as soft as you can get, but they up there saying why you wanna play your games on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a homie that was 100% industrial strength drip dry thug. Like he's like, what you got Brian McKnight's album for? Because I was like, it's dope. He's like, man, if you don't get this softness out of here, but yet we go into the Chinese food store and he's singing a song and knows the words. I was like, huh? I see that R&B is rubbing off on you.
yeah, but that's
Like,
that old look. That's that I want to say old school R&B because it is, but it's that 80s R&B, and it's
mm-hmm.
different. It's different. Like the Stephanie Mills and
Woo!
all of them. Come on, Tina
What you know
Marie.
about some Stephanie Mills? That tell me what you gonna do with my loving. You don't know nothing about that.
I know about some Stephanie Mills. There's
Yeah.
a lot of different ones.
Yo, she said Stephanie. I haven't heard Stephanie Mills.
Like what is it? Tender Kisses.
Yeah, from
Tender Kisses.
yeah, from what's her name? From Tracy. What's her name? I forgot her last name, but I know her first name's Tracy. I do know that. I had her last album that was on Capitol Records. I had that. Um, who else was Evelyn Champagne King? You don't know nothing about that Evelyn Champagne
Yes, I
King.
do. I know. See, I know all those old school joints, and I can hit them.
I,
I can hit the Mini Rupert with the high notes and everything. I'm not
oh
necessarily the one,
wow.
but I can hit all that. Um, the high Tina Marie, and then the first high notes I ever sang, I listened to Mariah, so I can hit the
Wait a
whistle tone.
minute. Hold on. What's your favorite Tina Marie song? Quick, 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 quick.
Deja vu.
Mine's is Lover Boy. That Lover Girl. That's my shit.
That's one of the ones I performed at Good Times Road, Juneteenth.
Did did you do the guitar solo though?
No, I don't. Now I play a little guitar, but I'm not that good. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional guitarist. It's that's for pure enjoyment.
She was nasty with it. Did you see her unsung special where she talked about how she had to she was so broke she had to sell her guitar just to eat?
I haven't seen that one. I've seen a lot of her lives. I've seen the ones where she sings with her daughter, Aaliyah Rose. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
her when she do the live concert out there. And then there's one concert I saw after Rick died, and that was tough on her. But she was out there singing, and of course I love like Fire is Desire.
Of course. You can't tell me Rick James wasn't rocking them boots on that album cover. Them thigh high red boots he had on. I know a couple of thoughts that are murder for them boots.
Uh,
Like he up there leaning against the light post with his guitar with them red boots that was thigh high.
yeah,
I was
him and
like,
Prince are about the only ones that could get away with that.
right, like oh, uh oh, hold on, my glasses are like they need a recharge.
No problem. We've been going for a good minute. This has been a good podcast.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
yeah. Whenever you want to end, you should just let me know because I can talk to you until 6 o'clock in the morning.
When you meet people that think alike and you got the good music vibes, it's definitely a thing. We do like to show up and show out for sickle cell, so I'm gonna put that up there because we mentioned it a little bit, and I
Yeah,
always do that before we take it out of here.
yeah.
So show up and show out for sickle cell. We are going to be submitting to the sickle cell mixtape. So this is the email to submit for the sickle cell mixtape. I'm accepting submissions. Once I get enough people in there, we'll iron out all the details and make sure that we've got all your ISRC codes so that everything can go right and get paid right for the mixtape. We are doing it also as a fundraiser to show up and show out for sickle cell.
Let me ask you a question. You think the song off the new Clip Kings album that's not released yet? It's called Origami. We got a song in there called The Blessing. Do you think that would be good for the sickle cell mixtape?
We would love to have it. I would love to. I would love to put it on the sickle cell mixtape.
All right, so I will send you that in a few minutes.
All right, bet that's there. It is.
All right, so
I
you
really
can have
appreciate
that.
I appreciate that very much. You guys
Mm.
submit also because we're looking for that, and this is the first one, but we're gonna do many more of them. We really gonna be showing up and showing out for sickle cell and showing the love because a lot of people don't know about sickle cell. They don't have the compassion for the sickle cell. A lot of things what you hear about cancer patients are the
Mm-hmm.
same things that sick people with sickle cell deal with. The chronic pain,
Yeah.
the infections.
Constant hospital visits.
Yep, the blood
Right.
transfusions. There's a lot of different stuff in
All
there,
that stuff.
antibiotics and all kind of medications, specialist visits. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm putting it together. I'd actually like to do a documentary too when I get it together, and with the film crew. So you do film, so maybe you want to tap in on that as well.
Yeah, I got you. I'm one phone call or email away. Like you see my name, how it is, Giovanni Pratt. If you attach that to Gmail, you'll reach me. If you put that in Instagram, you're gonna find me. You put that in Facebook, you're gonna find me. I don't make it hard for people to touch me. I don't. Because at the end of the day, I'm just as touchable as the next man. The only thing that I just have a passion for music, and I love being around like-minded individuals that want to grow and do certain things. So I'm always reachable. I'm always approachable.
I think that's what it's about. I would love to see a lot more of that. Love to see more people doing the collaborations, blending the flavorisms, genres, and cross genres.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. Well, we thank you so much for coming out to the Heaven Marie
Yeah,
show, and we can't wait
no
to see you
doubt.
guys next week. We will definitely have you on again.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you need me, I'm here.
Absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on my show, and we'll take it out.
Yes, ma'am.